Welcome back to more Terraria with Brian. It occurs to me I never made a campfire just to set out at my base up here, and so I should definitely do that. And I also only managed to make one piece of cactus armor, and even though it's the case that I'm probably going to upgrade pretty soon, I do have more cactus right here. And I would have guessed that that would be what I would need. I guess you need to make it at a crafting table, don't you? There we go. In order to make the rest of the set, and even though it's probable and hopeful that we're going to upgrade soon, I'm going to go ahead and make it right now, because I don't need to be sitting on all this cactus doing nothing. And so that brings us up to a base defense of 9, it looks like, which is pretty nice. And then the other thing I would like to do, I do have 4 gold, yeah, I think let's go ahead and buy a bunch of bombs, and start making kind of our own mine shaft, because it's the case, if we review what we know of this world, that we didn't manage to find any kind of cave entrance that was really near spawn, and so I think I'm just going to make my own. And I think I'll probably do it like right over here. I really like this place that's collecting worms, and so I'm going to leave that there, and so maybe like over here we will just try digging down. Actually, let's do it here so we're kind of like out of sight of where the desert starts getting sandstormy kind of stuff. And so I'm just going to start bombing down here. In any case, I can see a blink root right down here, and I don't have blink root and blink root seeds yet. And so grabbing a blooming one of those is on my list of things I need to do anyway, so let's go ahead and do that, even if this is just a tiny little cave right here. There we go. Glad to have those. And from here, I'll probably start bombing once again. Okay, I seem to have found my way into the antlion biome, which I don't love, but having done some damage already to some of these guys as a result of the bombs that I was sending down there, and actually I wouldn't mind sending a couple more bombs down here and see if we can do some more damage to guys down here. Yeah, that seemed pretty good. Let's go ahead and do that. You're just a little antlion, you'll be easy to go ahead and finish off. And there's some guys up here who actually are going to come, oh boy, and wreck my face. And we'll probably get tomb crawlers and all kinds of things. Oh no! Let's see, am I going to be able to survive in here? I think not right now. So rather than deal with that just now, I'm going to come back home and quickly manage some inventory. I really like knowing what time it is, and so I'm going to go ahead and spend 10 platinum to go ahead and make a platinum watch, which I guess I'll need to make a table and share over here. And now we'll be able to tell that it's 9:40 p.m. Alright, that's great. Hasty, I don't really need to worry about the modifier on it right now. But I want that so that I'll be able to tell if we're actually going to get our meteor tonight. But in the meantime, I'm going to continue taking another shot going back down here and see if we can kind of quickly move to the right and possibly get away from the antlion den that's down here. So this time, oops, let's try going this way and see if it opens up, yeah, into a cave. And actually I see a bunch of amethyst right here, and this is a quick way to make money, is with gems. And so I will try to grab some of those, and let's see. I guess, let's see how the throwing knives fare against the antlion swarmer. Yeah, reasonably. I can at least keep them off me like that. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll grab our happy things, and can I hop down here? Safely enough. And does this cave extend anymore? I think I'll probably continue bombing from over here. Here's a water chest with yet another trident. This one's demonic, which is even better than the one that I had before. Dealing a little bit more damage, and so I'll take that. I've managed to bomb my way down into a new cavern that has minecart tracks, and so let's see what we can manage to find down here. And okay, there's a life crystal, so I think that is worth stopping for immediately. Go ahead and grab, and it also leads to a little house with, what is that? That's just a broken chandelier. Alright, fine. But what do we have in here? Hey, magic mirror! Okay, that's great. Useful thing to have in the long run. We can save up our teleportation potions for when we need them. Teleportation potions activate more quickly than the magic mirror, and so they have value even after you've gotten a magic mirror. Useful for boss fights and different things, and I see a salamander over here, who I think deals a fair amount of damage in expert mode, so let's avoid him. And this is taking me into another one of these bad biomes, or we might be accosted by hot plates. Hello, and a granite biome and a house. This is a good place to be. Another chest. Another double jump. Angry cloud in a bottle. I'm not going to equip that right now, but I'll have to potentially play around with my various accessories at this point and see exactly what I want to choose to wear. Because having multiple double jumps, or I guess it's not multiple double jumps, it would be a triple jump or a quadruple jump, can be nice. And I'm surprised by how few enemies there are over here right now. Maybe it's because I just kind of surprised everyone. Got here before they managed to spawn, or everyone spawned behind me. I see a granite elemental sneaking up. There's another accessory, violent shoe spikes. Don't need that right at the moment. And it looks like that's going to be the end of things over here. Okay, so the granite elemental, let's see. I think, oops. Oh boy. I want to switch these out. I meant to shoot him with the musket and switched the wrong item. I'm going to keep the musket in my 4 slot as my kind of go-to ranged weapon for the moment. And see if we have anything else that's good right here. Doesn't look like it. And checking on the map, yeah, it looks like we should head back to the left for the easiest exploration. And hello, Granite Elemental. Okay, now let's try shooting you with some musket balls. Alright, and then he sometimes does his little thing where he becomes invulnerable and kind of goes to sleep. And if he's going to do that, then I'll just leave him alone. So let's try exploring in this direction. It might end up taking us back into the antlion den. But if it does, I'll just have to cope with that. Slime is falling from the sky. That's actually pretty exciting. Do I want to go to the surface and check that out right now? I think I kind of do. King Slime. If I were to battle King Slime right now, I think I could do okay. I have NPCs to help me out. I have some ranged weaponry. I could always climb a rope to kind of avoid him. I think we could probably take him on. Especially if I had any like iron skin and regen potions, which I might be able to brew while the slime is falling from the sky. But before I do that, since I did just find this, let's go ahead and loot this as well. And you know what? I don't really need the sandstorm and the granite, and so I'll grab these things. And we will head home and deal with some slime. And for now, let's go ahead and continue to stack those up. Moonglow is blooming, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that to get some Moonglow seeds. And then, let's see, my inventory is sufficiently empty right now that I can kind of live with it. And so I want to see if I want to get any potions, and I want to see if I want to get a rope up high so that we'll be ready for fighting King Slime, because I think the rope will be among the most useful things. Hey, we got Day Bloom going as well. Great. And actually, the Day Bloom is probably the most useful in terms of getting me some of the potions I want immediately. So let me replant Day Bloom seeds. And I was trying to get the loom out of my inventory just to free up some inventory space. And then after we kill off just a few more slimes, I will try to brew some potions. Iron skin and regen, basically. And also get a potion out of my inventory that I don't need to be holding right now. Like those. And I have the means to brew things over here, I believe. And so here is a regen potion and an iron skin potion I could get if I get a little bit of iron ore. There we go. Okay. So I have the potions that I would want to use versus King Slime, and then the other thing was a rope. Right. And I believe I have rope in here somewhere. Yes. So let me grab this, and I'm just going to build... Let's build kind of upwards from near the spawn point, actually. Killing off a few slimes along the way. And this is mostly because King Slime is not particularly good at climbing ropes. And so if I have a place up here that I can just kind of like sit up high and lob projectiles at him, we'll do pretty well. And actually some grenades will probably do a lot of damage against King Slime, and I've only got 18 right now, so let's go ahead and purchase some more of those. Actually, I can afford even more than that. There we go. 71 grenades. That sounds pretty good. Okay, I think at this point, if I were to buff and fight King Slime, I'd be in good shape. I picked up some teleportation potions as well. We'll definitely have to check out those and see if we can end up somewhere exciting. Let's also take advantage of the nurse while we have the opportunity. And I'd actually like to move the nurse into the house that's closest to the spawn point, the one farthest over on the right, so that she will be kind of most accessible. And so while I'm thinking about that, let's also go ahead and do that. And the guide can live in that other house. Oh, we've got a traveling merchant. Apparently traveling merchants can arrive. Do you have anything good? Not really, it looks like. I didn't get quite a good enough look, but I don't think any of those things were things that are really wowing and amazing me. Let's kill off a few more slimes. Let's talk to the nurse once more as well. I haven't been using healing potions, but I want to save them for the King Slime battle, ideally. And let me get one more look. I could buy some more. I wouldn't mind having some more pho. So let's get a few more of those, and then I'll be in good shape for well-fed buffs for a while. Now, it is the case that the Dryad arrives after you beat certain boss mobs, but King Slime is not one of them. I found that out the hard way in some practice run I was doing recently. I defeated King Slime, and I was waiting for the Dryad to arrive, and she never arrived. And the reason is because you have to defeat Skeletron, or the Eye of Cthulhu, or Eater of Worlds, or Brain of Cthulhu, I think. Possibly Wall of Flesh might do it too, I can't remember. Ooh, we just got 2 gold. Let me go stack that away before anything bad happens to it. Quick stack, thank you. And let's heal up once more. Yeah, so don't bank on defeating King Slime if you're going after trying to get the Dryad. I guess this is my the advice that I'm giving there. And actually, if we have the this guy has a gun, the traveling merchant, and so if we get King Slime to arrive soon, and I think he arrives after you kill 150 slimes or something. Hey, banner, great. I don't have a place to hang it just yet, so let's make one. I will just do this for now. Oops. Hey. Blue slime banner. There we go. Yeah, I think it's 150 slimes in expert mode, maybe like 100 in normal mode or something that you need to kill for King Slime to arrive. But if we have the traveling merchant still here at spawn, he can be an extra NPC who can also fire some shots at King Slime, and so that'll work in my favor to have the traveling merchant still be here. So let's try to finish this up quickly, so that we can have all the advantages we like against King Slime. And you know what I could even do? And I'm going to do it. Let's go ahead and make a heart crystal, too. Just like so. And then I need somewhere to hang it as well. Go away, blue slimes. All of the other slimes. This might be a good time to hurl a couple of grenades slimeward. Just because we have so many slimes stacking up. Alright. But I want to get the heart crystal out, which means I need somewhere to hang it. That'll work. I could probably do a more elegant job of hanging those things, but amidst all the chaos right here, I'm pretty happy with that. King Slime is awoken. Okay, and buff. Alright, King Slime, where is he? There he is. Great. Okay, he's kind of below me on the map. Let's try just hurling some grenades his way and see how much mileage we can get out of that. Yes, I think this will work fairly well. And once we get King Slime defeated, we will get the Slimy Saddle, which means we'll have our first mount here in this expert mode playthrough, which will be useful. And I hear some NPCs dealing some other damage to other slimes and things. We're going to have plenty of gel at this point. That was one of my favorite things in terms of when they added this event to this update, is just the fact that it made it so much easier to acquire a lot of gel. It's just by fighting a bunch of slimes during this event. And so my gel should be in great shape moving forward. King Spine is spawning some of the crazy spiky blue slimes who shoot at you, but they can't shoot at me because I'm too far away. Haha! Done and done. Great. We will open up the treasure bag shortly. Slime has stopped falling from the sky. Let's go harness a few more goodies that have been left behind by all these silly creatures. And I wonder if anything fell down here. I never actually explored down here. Wow, there's like a whole potential cave system? Nope. But there is that, and I'll grab that. Okay, so let's see what we got from King Slime Treasure Bag. Right, Royal Gel, which makes slimes become friendly to you. And I don't see the slimy saddle. I was thinking that was an always drop, but perhaps it is not. Solidifier, I'll just go ahead and throw down. Ninja shirt and pants are actually, you know what? They're better defense than what I'm currently wearing, so let's go ahead and put them on. Slime hook, sadly, has already been outclassed by the hook that I'm using. But I'm going to go ahead and throw those things away. The slime trophy I don't care about. And we just upgraded our trident, so I'm going to get rid of that. And I really don't need that, and I don't need an extra blue slime banner. Oh, we got some pink gel, so we must have killed a pinky down there as well. Terrific. Okay, that ended up being quite profitable. And 365 gel and a bunch of gold. All right, I'm quite pleased with that. Let me get a little bit organized here for a moment. Having gotten a bit more organized, Angry Cloud in a bottle is definitely going to be better than the flipper for most of the time, and so I'm going to go ahead and equip that accessory as well. And yeah, looking at the rest of my stuff, I think at this point, we're still waiting for a meteor possibly to arrive tonight. Right, we got distracted because I was exploring down here, and there's still more to explore. So I think let's head back downstairs and see if we can get some more exploration done and find any awesome stuff. Alright, sadly, there is one of the... Is it called a tomb crawler, or is that the hard mode version? There's one of these desert worms about, and I don't like him all that much. There he is. Alright, but he does not like grenades. So, whatever he was called... Oh, there's another one. We can use grenades to get him off our back. And I don't need to worry about the mother slime. That guy seems like he's trapped. Or at least sufficiently trapped that hopefully I can get back down here. And with all my double jumps, not too worried about jumping into unknown terrain. Anything down here? Doesn't look like it. I did it again. I said all my double jumps. I guess I should just call it a triple jump. But let's try... Oh, I didn't realize that this was also the end of the line as far as the minecarts over here, but I do see some emeralds, so we'll go ahead and grab them. And at this point, I do have a fair amount of money, but it looks like I'm going to need to invest in more bombs, because I forgot to grab any more before I came down here. And let's see. I guess let's try to continue kind of straight down here, kind of straight down from the house over here. And just do a little bit more bombing and see what we can get to. I see obsidian for the first time and lava. And yeah, I actually have an opportunity to get a bunch of obsidian here, and so I think I'll take a little bit of time to do that. Because that will definitely be valuable. And then I would also, yeah, ideally like to scoop up a little bit of lava to have some lava at the base. And so I think I might try to do that. I guess I'll have to craft an iron bucket in order to be able to do that. Ouch. Also be good not to take so much damage. I've already got 52 obsidian. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more. And I feel like there's a new possible like bomb sound for bombing some of these bricks, because I feel like it's got something that's kind of in a higher register that I'm accustomed to hearing. But let's go ahead and grab the obsidian. And quickly make an obsidian skull just to see if we happen to get an awesome thingy on it. We did not, but we'll be prepared for when we go mine a meteorite that hopefully is going to fall in the next few hours. I'm being optimistic. And yeah, then I want to make a bucket so that we can scoop up some lava, and so I ought to be able to do that here. I believe. Here it is. Empty bucket. Let's go ahead and craft 2 of them. And I'm going to head downstairs, scoop up some lava, and see if we can go down even further. But first I'll grab this star. Alright, so I made myself a little air hole. Let's go ahead and grab a couple of buckets of lava so that we can use them at the base. We could use them against goblins, for example. And it still hasn't become midnight, and I can't tell... Yeah, I don't know that I can tell that there's a cave over there to the right, and so I think I'm just going to continue bombing down to try to explore. But if it is the case that we get the meteorite, I may choose... Ooh, let me get back over to my airspace quickly before I drown. There we go. I may choose to go ahead and consume my other heart crystals so that we can start working on getting the goblins to arrive, because once I have some meteorite, I think I would feel pretty good in terms of my ability to take on the goblins. And in general, I'm just looking forward to progressing things forward. Wow. We got down here quickly. We're already getting down to kind of underworld layers. We could manage to find... Oh gosh, okay, that's not what I wanted to find. Traps that will try to kill me. Let's go ahead and use one of these. And actually, can that guy walk on that thing? Apparently not. It was the type of pressure plate that only I could set off. And I did see that there was also... I see, it's right down here. Geyser is what that thing is called. I did see that there was also a boulder trap of some sort somewhere nearby, I think. Possibly right down there, so let's try to keep that in my mind. Hey, okay, any chance there might be a lava charm hiding in here? That would be super useful right now. Ooh, Band of Regen. I won't turn that down. Happy to find that. At this point, my inventory is getting pretty cramped. But let's continue heading down and see what just kind of trouble we get into. Oh, wow, it's the underworld already, apparently. Oh, and there's a Voodoo Demon right over here. I don't know that I will be good at dealing with him right at the moment. Yeah, I don't need it right now. So let's actually not go after him. Just because I don't want to accidentally wake the wall of flesh. And yeah, I wouldn't mind getting a little bit... Oh, hey, looks like we're going to get a bunch of copper. Oh, perhaps not. Doesn't appear to be wired up to explosives. I guess the minecart probably overrode it in terms of world terrain generation. So let's try to do a little bit more exploring and see if we can find any other good things through here. Yeah, I wouldn't mind, like, if I happen to kill the demon and get things, that would be great. And I wouldn't mind getting some of this material here. Ash block, couldn't think of the name of it. Just because it can automatically grow some fire blossom upstairs. Although I do have an herb bag, actually, that I never opened. And so I should probably, oh boy, check out if I already have fire blossom seeds to my name. So let's maybe not worry about too much of that right now. Yeah, and so the biggest things I would like to do are find some more life crystals. Ooh, is this another spider biome? Looks like it's going to be. We can get plenty of cobwebs. Could always make yo-yos and string. I'm sitting on a bunch of cobwebs I'm not doing anything with right now. So that's another possible thing I could do. Plenty of accessories available to me, basically. Okay, here come the spiders. You know what? I don't want to fight you. Oh, crap, crap, crap. Darn it. I didn't have that much money. I was trying to get away. I think being caught in the cobwebs, coupled with he's a difficult enemy anyway, meant that that was going to be the end of me pretty swiftly. Alright, since it happens to be nighttime and there's lots of fallen stars, we'll try to quickly pick them up. They're mostly going to be useful for potion ingredients at this point. Let me sort through some inventory. Okay, and it just occurred to me that we didn't get the meteorite. I'm going to go ahead and take the life crystal just in case that will cause the goblins to arrive. And then I'm going to try to quickly make a moat. Oh gosh, this is right at my spawn point though. That's not the best place for it. I want to make a little moat somewhere with some lava. And so I think I'll do it right over here actually. If the goblins arrive, they're going to be arriving momentarily. So let's get one little lava bucket over there. We'll hold on to the other. And yeah, I guess we're about to find out if we're going to get goblins. And the answer seems to be not today. Alright, let me continue to get organized. At this point I have a fair bit of money, and I would not mind buying the mining helmet. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade to that. I've also got Spelunker, Iron Skin, and Regen, which I think should help keep me alive if I were to go over and explore more of the underground jungle. Although I was not anticipating the sandstorm, so we'll have to see if we can get through it first. But I think the underground jungle is probably the most profitable place for me to go right now. If I could manage to find an Anklet of the Wind, we'd be prepared for lightning boots once we manage to get the goblins and the goblin tinkerer. And if I could find a shotgun, then we'd probably be in good shape to take on the Eye of Cthulhu, I imagine. But let me see if I can get to the jungle first. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to fight against the sandstorm. Look at this. Just as I arrived at the jungle, a traveling merchant has arrived back at home. How much do I want to see what he's got? I really do want to check out his wares, but if he just arrived, my potions aren't going to last that long. So let's go ahead and buff and do some exploring here in the jungle and see if we can find any great stuff. And then when we return, we can go talk to the traveling merchant about his wares.